Today I'm going to share my live results for the new Dark Kronos EA, which is the latest release from the Dark EA developer. And I've been trading this for a $200 live account, so I'll share those results. It's certainly qualified itself for larger sums of capital, which was the point of me putting it on this small account, and I'll explain that as I go through the video. But before I continue, I'd like to say it does mean a lot to us if you do subscribe. So if you're watching our videos, if you could please just check. If you haven't subscribed, then please do so, and that would mean a lot to us. So let's just take a look at the live results that I have, and then we can check out the backtest to see why I actually feel confident that these really good results will continue. Okay, so I'm on my VPS here. I've got the Kronos trading on one pair. I'll show you the documentation in a second. It's actually, there's 7 pairs I think that's recommended for trading with. So I've got it on this Euro GBP. It's not been trading too long. It's been trading about a month. I've got it connected to FX Blue, so we'll have a look at the stats there as that's easier. So here it is on FX Blue, and we can see Euro GBP. It's not traded too many trades. I think it's traded 4 or 5 trades, and it's made just under, so we can see it's on a $200 account, so it's just slightly shy of 10%, and it's projecting this monthly return of 12%, but yeah, about 10%, which is really good. And we can see typical behavior, totally expected from these type of EAs. And from my backtest, which I'll show in a second, we've got opened some trades, a bit of an equity kind of drawdown, and it's closed for a profit. Now, I want to see how this backtests, and does this kind of align with the backtest? That's what's important to me. So as I said, in the documentation, it actually says that it's recommended for 7 pairs. So I'm going to show that now, and I'll explain why I actually chose to trade the pair I have. So this is the documentation, and so we can see there's primary pairs, the top performers, and I'm actually not even trading these. So Aussie, Swiss, it's very Swiss heavy, the strategy, so it clearly works for markets that are trading the Swiss pretty well. So we've got the Oz Swiss, the Pound Swiss, Euro Swiss, and New Zealand Dollar Swiss, and then secondary pairs it says are stable, so not in the top performers, but we've got the CAD Swiss, Euro Pound, and the GBP Dollar. And it's saying here never use more than that, more than 0.01 lots per $1,000 of capital. But I did some back testing and felt it was reasonably safe to, this one had a very low drawdown, and so it seemed suitable for testing purposes, just to test on a live account, which is always good. So that's what I did. That's why I've chosen this pair. And so let's actually have a look at this back test in MetaTrader. So if we go here, I've got the Dark Kronos here. As you can see, if I choose the Euro GBP, they're all trading on H1 time frame, a couple of years. I have just run it, but I'll just rerun it again. I always tend to use 100 milliseconds slippage delay because that's what I've found suitable for my VPSs, and every tick based on real ticks, of course, the most accurate backtesting. $200 account. These are just the defaults, so I'm just trading the defaults. So we can see here it says they're the primary pairs. This is just information. It's not actually affecting the EA. It's literally just telling us what it should be trading and the pairs. And lot size, we'll trade the smallest lot size. Obviously a $200 account is pretty small. No money management or anything, just the smallest starting lot. And I'll click go there. I saw from there, from doing the backtest, it will take a minute to do that. Trade some live with some small capital here, test the strategy, and then kind of compare, does it agree with my expectations? Do the results kind of make sense according to the backtest? So we'll have a look here. It's made 4 trades. I can see that from the stats, 4 trades. And so let's just see if that makes sense. 165. I've backtested over 2 years. So it's made about 80 trades a year. So that's 1.3 maybe a week. That kind of aligns. I'm slightly less than that. I'm at 1 a week because it's been trading for 4 weeks, but that's agreeable. If we have a look at the graph, again, it's a typical grid trading system, so we're seeing how we're behaving here. Our FX Blue, if we go and look at the equity again, it's just typically, it's just starting, it seems pretty aligned. In terms of percentage, it's actually been running for a month, so let's say it's a monthly return of about 9 to 10%, and according to our backtest, we're showing that we have, let's call it nearly $400, so we've doubled the account each year, so it's made 100% each year, which is futures, of course, it's about 8% a month. So this is kind of showing me everything I need to see. And as I said, I tested on this because I knew that it had a very small drawdown. You can see that on this back test, it's kind of suitable for a $200 account. So it was a good test to perform. Of course, I did take advantage of IC Markets' excellent trading conditions for this test. I mean, choosing a good broker is always very important. So we can see here, if we just go and have a look at why IC Markets Global, we have low spreads, fast execution. I chose their Prime account, which has the commission and very low spread. So IC Markets is a huge broker, and they've certainly been giving us very good results on our trading account. So it's excellent for algo trading. So there it is. I mean, it looks like a very exciting new EA. It's performed well in this test. It's not a cheap EA. This test is kind of me building confidence in it and just giving it a little test in the water and going, do I feel like this is suitable for some larger capital? I'm all about building some confidence in an EA and scaling up as I do build confidence in that strategy. And this is really the start of that process. So I think this is looking great for larger sums of capital. Well, like I said, it's a high quality EA. And if we have a look at it on the website here, it's newly got added. I think it got added yesterday, okay? It's brand new, and I believe EAs get better and better by the developers as they learn more and grow themselves. So it's like the latest EA. It's the most expensive of the dark EAs. And so, of course, we want to scale up to start trading larger sums of capital. Like I said, I've traded this with a small account, but there's 7 pairs, and these ones are the highly recommended pairs, but they are going to require a bit more capital from my test, so more in line with this. This price is for 5 flexible licenses. This price, which is a little bit more expensive, gets you double that. So, I mean, that's excellent value. And there is actually a way to get this EA for free. So if you go to algotrading.space.com, and I believe down here, we've got this start algo trading with 0 costs. And how that works is you have to fund an account with one of our participating brokers. So in this case, Black Bull or IC Markets, or it's iFunds, Masterplan, Darwin X0 if you get a subscription. And you need $5,000 capital. But if you satisfy this criteria, you can get any of these EAs for free to trade. And the Dark Kronos is on that. So that's another option for trading this expert advisor. Lastly, I will just point out that if we go down here, I always really do like to see this. We've got the MyFX book track record here. And so we're showing a nice track record here. We can see it's been trading nearly a year. And in that time, it's actually made 600%. And critically, it's actually got the live update. This live update always just gives us absolute reassurance that there's absolutely no way that this can be a manipulated track record. Some EAs don't have this, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's being manipulated, but it's a bit harder to trust. So having that is a big boost. Everyone stacks up for this being an EA that is worth putting your money behind. I hope that was useful. I hope that helps you make an informed decision about whether you'd like to invest in this strategy or not. And for further information, please be sure to check out this video by Ilan for the first full review of the Dark Kronos, which was released very recently. So bye for now.